I thought about how to make a complex topic understandable to everyone. I hope this will happen now. Based on simple examples, which everyone knows. Everyone knows how important renewable energy is today. The demand for clean electricity is growing steadily. It is known that the energy cannot be generated. It can only be derived from natural forms of energy and converted into electricity, the most convenient form of energy for people. All available forms of energy are used for these goals. Wind, sun, hydropower, etc. Whereby, the hydropower is nothing more than a gravitational power plant. However, the gravitational force of the Earth can give us more than just that. The gravity. This is a force field, which defines our life on Earth, and can sustainably satisfy our hunger for energy. At first sight, it sounds unthinkable. Closer consideration changes this preconceived opinion. It's old good physics. Let's look at this example. Zigzag-shaped uphill driving is long and requires little force. On the other hand, driving directly uphill is shorter, but requires more force. The energy consumption is identical in both cases. This also applies to the respective return trip. Gravity pulls the car back down. Everyone has this experience. The steeper the path, the more force is required. In the horizontal plane, gravity doesn't pull the car back. Gravity simply keeps the car on the ground. A longer distance requires more energy than a shorter one. Gravity only works to keep the car on the ground. Bringing these two different situations together is the key to problem solving. We have been using the gravitational power plants for a long time. We just call it water or hydropower plant. The water masses flows under the influence of gravity down. This energy can be used. The return of the water masses to the original place is done by nature itself. We call this the water cycle in nature. It is possible to use gravitational energy in a different way. If an object, an apple, drops from a tree, this energy can be used. The way for an apple back to the tree needs more energy than was won. Nature gives us more apples. We can drop again. However, when all apples are end, it takes a while for to grow new apples on the tree again. This is how nature works. The nature of things gives us the hints. We can see it. In fact, our head is always faster than our feet. Hopefully not too fast. At the same time, our head makes a longer way than our feet, because our Earth is round. The same is true for a wheel that rolls on the Earth. The axis is faster than the touch point on the ground. Analogy with the feet and head's paths. When there are no forces, an object in space always moves in a straight line. When there is a force, in this case the gravity, the object will be attracted. The wheel now rolls on the ground. An angular movement was created. Exactly this angular movement will be useful derived. The angle is independent on the force, but on the total geometry the objects. This angle is not measurable small, because the relation of size between Earth and body is too big. For this, the dimensions of the objects and the Earth should be comparable, which is impossible, and makes very little sense. But this hint, together with the fact that every object has the same weight, anywhere near of the Earth's surface, is in this case very important. This gives us a template for creating a new device, a new type of planetary gear. This is a standard planetary gear, a sun gear, the planet gears, and a ring gear. One of them is fixed, and the remaining two are entrance and exit, depending on the task. Every car has it. Up to this point, only known facts from nature and science were presented. Now some ingenuity is needed. In the next part, we will solve this engineering task in an inventive way. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next part, if you like.